Let us recall the three phases of production, that is production phase, distribution phase and expenditure phase. We have seen in the second chapter circular phase of income, in which it is distributed in three phases: production phase, distribution phase and expenditure phase. In production phase, income is generated, and in the distribution phase, that income is distributed to the factor owners, that is households. And lastly, it is consumed by the factor owners and disposed of that income is called expenditure method. Now, we will see that these three methods correspondingly called as production or output or value added method, and income method, and third one is expenditure method for calculating national income of the economy. Let us consider the three sectors of the economy. While we are going to calculate the national income, we have to classify the whole economy in three parts, that is primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector, for the convenience of calculating national income. In the primary sector, which sectors, which units are considered under the primary sector? That is agricultural sector, fishing, mining, all these are considered under the primary sector. And in secondary sector, the goods are converted into another form of goods, that is manufacturing sector is considered as secondary sector, where goods are produced in different forms. And third is the tertiary sector, where service, it is also called service sector, where service is provided by the different units in the economy, that is bank, insurance, transportation, various modes of transportation. It is considered under the tertiary sector. Let us consider the first method of calculating national income, that is product or value added method. While we are going to calculate national income with the help of product or value added method, we have to define or consider what is value added method. Value added is the basic concept to the measure of GDP. Value added is the difference between the total value of output of a firm for production units and value of perishable units, that is raw materials, which are utilized during the production process. In this way, we can say that value of output equal to final goods minus intermediate consumption. Final goods, that is value of output minus intermediate consumption. We will get the value added. Now, let us consider an example. Suppose we are producing wheat and it is converted into flour. The value of wheat is 1000 rupees, and by converting in wheat, the value of flour is 1200 rupees. Then what will be the value added? That is 1200 minus 1000 is equal to 200 is the value added. Value added is calculated at market price, because goods are sold in the market at the market price. That is why it is calculated at market price, and this value is called GDP at MP. Now let us consider the difference between value of output and intermediate consumption is gross value of value added at market price, GVA at MP, gross value added at market price, GVA at MP. Why it is at MP? Because it is calculated at the market price, and the value of goods output is calculated by multiplying quantity of output with price. We will get the value of output. Other measures of calculating value added, that is NVA at MP equal to NVA at FC minus depreciation, and NVA at FC equals factor payments, two things: payments of the net value of factor inputs, and number two, payments for the use of non-factor inputs. What is this factor inputs? Factor inputs, all those factors which are utilized for the production of a particular good, and non-factor inputs, that is raw material. In factor inputs we will consider land, labor, capital, and in non-factor inputs we will consider raw materials. So NBA at FC equal to NBA at MP minus and net indirect taxes, that is NIT. Yes. Rest of the topic will be considered in the next video. Thank you. In this class we will discuss what is value of output. If the total goods produced in an accounting year is totally sold in that year, the value of total sales is the value of output. In this way, we can say that value of output equal to sales plus change in stock. Change in stock, that is closing stock minus opening stock. Let us consider the another way or one more way of calculating value of output, that is rent plus wage plus interest plus profit plus intermediate consumption plus net indirect taxes plus depreciation. And what is intermediate consumption? The intermediate consumption is the value of expenditure which is incurred during the production process for the consumption of intermediate goods is called intermediate consumption. Let us consider the value added method. First step of calculating value added method is number 1, identification and classification of production units. We have to classify the whole economy in 3 different sectors, that is primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector. We have to identify all these sectors separately and calculate the gross value added by each sector in the economy. And the second step, we have to calculate the value of output by adding all these separate units gross value added, that is gross value added by primary sector plus gross value added by secondary sector plus gross value added by tertiary sector, combinedly show the gross value added at market price, and its another name is GDP at MP, that is GVA at MP is also considered as GDP at MP. Third step, calculate domestic income, that is NDP at FC. NDP at FC is called as domestic income. As we have already calculated the GDP at MP or GVA at MP, we have to arrive at NDP at FC from GDP at MP. Then we deduct from GDP at MP the value of depreciation and the value of net indirect taxes. We will get the NDP at FC, that is domestic income. Step number 4, estimate net factor income from abroad. That is, from domestic income, if we want to go or calculate the national income, we have to add the NFIA, that is net factor income earned from abroad, to the NDP at FC. We will get the NNP at FC. That means NNP at FC equal to NDP at FC plus NFIA. NNP at FC is called the national income. Let us consider the precautions we have to follow while calculating national income through value added method. First precaution, that is, number 1, intermediates goods will not be included. Number 2, the value of second hand goods will not be included. The value of production for self consumption will be included. Imputed rent of owner occupied houses will be included. Own account production for self consumption will be included, but the domestic services provided by housewives will not be included. And lastly, change in stock will be included. Problem of double counting should be avoided. 2 ways of double counting through which we can avoid the double counting. Number 1, the value of final goods only should be considered, and number 2, adopt value added method. In this way we can avoid the double counting. The class is end. Next day we will consider another topic.